gone. Oh, something went wrong immediately with Robert Battle. Battle's already out. Oh no, Battle's car had a problem on the line. They're already out. So Battle has retired after half a second, but it's Ronefalk out of the lead from Ongaro, from Boots. We've lost one of the favourites already in Robert Battle, but there we are, up at the front, and moving it round. Ongaro takes the lead. We've kind of cut the corners as Ongaro now leading from Ronefalk, who went very wide into the blind corner. And the Italians go wild as Ongaro leads at the Ongaroring. Ronefalk second, Boots is third, fourth Ricardo Burton, fifth Alex Angelini, sixth Timu Linu, seventh Renault Savoia. Great start for Savoia from 12th. Nightmare for popular ex-world champion Robert Battle. He's already out. Oh, and it's all gone wrong at the back of the thing. And Ongaro has made a mistake. He led for 3/4 of the lap. He's gone, and going early, he's now down in fifth. So Ronefalk gets back in the lead again. Chased hard now by Boots. They go through the blind side. And in third place is the 4 of Ricardo Burton. This is very much like the semi-final we just had. These are all from the same semi-final. So Boots has to try and stop Ronefalk getting away. Phil Morton says he's not sure whether Ronefalk's tyres will last for 45 minutes. Boots coming round through the Grout G. Oh, and a terrible bump for the number 4 of Burton, which took him out of this. And a bad kick up as well. So this track has rutted badly. But it's a 1-2 we probably expected to see. It's Ronefalk against Boots. They now come through the Curva Grande for the third time. 1:40 gone, 43 to go. Lot of racing. Ronefalk. Oh, Ronefalk completely loses. He throws it into the timing loop. Luckily, he gained a bit during the lap before he lost it again. Ongaro fighting through, but having some issues. Car 5, Sanchez is now third. But the fact is that the first two are getting away. Ronefalk with a quite useful second lead. Boots right behind him. So coming now, the Curva Grande, it's a bit tight there, he lost a bit of drive, and that means that as Ongaro drops back a few more spaces. Ongaro, I don't think he's got the racecraft to win this. Boots and Ronefalk. Ronefalk looks a little bit quicker, but he's not quite putting it down yet. The gap is 0.8 of a second. They throw themselves in the Grout G again. Everyone's working themselves into this final. It's about getting into a rhythm. I think Ongaro's not been able to get a rhythm because he's had a number of accidents, and of course Battle never got a chance to get a rhythm because his car blew on the line. So we're down to 11-car final already. But leading is car 1, David Ronefalk with the HB, with the Orion. Behind him is the Kyosho with the Reds engine of Elliott Boots of the UK. Sweden in the UK, and there's no real difference. The big Italian flag starts to wave rather irritatingly in front of the camera. So we're now 5 laps in, and the front two are tied together. Boots following Ronefalk, not really getting that close to him and not really being edged away. So he's kind of got himself in a comfort zone, almost as though this is a Formula 1 race and he couldn't get any closer because of the aerodynamic effect. Well, that obviously isn't the case here. The aero is strictly contained in the car themselves. They aren't leaving a wake because it's upsetting the car behind them. But whether they're trying to get themselves away together to really nullify the opposition, a good entry there for Ronefalk, but the lead has gone at 0.7 seconds. So the lead is staying consistent at 0.7 seconds. Third, Alex Sanchez in his own. Fourth, Renato Savoia. Fifth, David Ongaro. Linu is 6th. Burton is 7th. Neumann is 8th. Buffalo is 9th. 10th is Matthias, and Walanka is 11th, and Battle is out. So Boots, they're getting a little bit closer to Ronefalk as they come in now. Now the only question that still remains, there's 2 questions that remain in this 45-minute final. What's happening on fuel strategy, and what's happening with who's got the best tyres? So Boots and Ronefalk. Ronefalk a bit better through the Grout G there, pulled a little tiny bit up again, but actually on that turn in again, Boots was slightly quicker as they go down the bumpy road. Boots looking hard now as they come into the corner for the HB hop-up, and they'll come around Curva Grande again. They've all run many hundreds of laps of this track by now. At the moment, as Ronefalk just stretches his lead a tiny bit during that lap, and it goes out to 0.85 from 0.7. So far, none of them has made a particular mistake. And yet, Ronefalk just getting a tiny advantage. But now, whether that is something that Boots, it's always easier to follow than to lead. Whether Boots can get back to, the last thing he wants to do is let Ronefalk get away. And he's imperceptibly, though I can perceive it, which makes no sense, pulling away. But it's only a third of a mistake, not even half a mistake difference. Boots a little bit closer as they come back into the blind spot again. And this lap is a victory to Boots. Last lap was a victory to Ronefalk. 38.8, 36, 38.4. Those 2 tenths of a game back again. And it's ebb and flow. We're 5 minutes and 50 seconds down. Just over 39 minutes to go. Oh, and a mistake by Boots. And that's going to cost him a lot. He just lost that. Throwing in. And suddenly Ronefalk's got a bit of an advantage. He's got some daylight. And more importantly, Boots has got a problem because he's got a car behind him who's going to try and attack him. And that car is that of Zanchetin. So Boots now, that mistake will have cost him a couple of seconds. It's not the best of laps, in fact, from Ronefalk either, with 39.5 from Ronefalk at 40.8. So Ronefalk didn't really push his advantage there. Zanchetin in the car 5, the TLR, and Boots comes into fuel. So let's go back for Boots' fuel stop. First in, gun it through. He's back out again before the next car comes in, comes out behind Savoia, and he stopped at 6 minutes 40. So it's an early stop for Boots. He's going to stop that early, he's in trouble. Unless they're planning to go a different routine from now, but he stopped before 7 minutes. Let's go back to our leader beneath us now, Frank. Ronefalk. So Ronefalk, will he come in this time? He does. This is a very thirsty track. There goes Ronefalk. In he goes. He gets fueled up. Pierre Ronefalk puts the fuel in. And the lead is still maintained. Zanchetin now in second place. I'm not sure where Zanchetin's fueled as well. I'm not sure whether he's actually gone into second place during the fueling. So I think Zanchetin may actually have picked up a place during the fueling into second. So Ronefalk leads, Zanchetin second. Third place is officially Savoia, which sounds unlikely at this level. I think he's gone in for pit since then. So Ronefalk. Oh, what's happening is that Zanchetin hasn't pitted yet. And it's actually Savoia who's ahead of Boots, not Zanchetin. So Ronefalk's in second. Zanchetin's not fueled yet and is leading. And what's happened is that, Zanchetin just rolled it. So we're back to 1-2 again. Zanchetin rolled it off camera. So let's drop. We're with Ronefalk, and we've got Boots chasing him. Zanchetin back to third again. He had a brief period in the lead. He's needed a couple of laps more. He might be able to throw a fuel stop in. It may have a fuel stop advantage on the two leaders. Ongaro now is up to fourth. So second, third, fourth where we need to be. Round the Durango D. Turning sharply, it is Elliot Boots in second place. And third in the camera, it's Alex Zanchetin, and fourth is Ongaro. So after a very messy start, Ongaro now putting again a bit of a but then Zanchetin forward and Ongaro hits him. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I'm sure you can see that. Hopefully we'll see that one again in a minute. Let's have a look. And that's really handed an advantage to Boots. It's even more an advantage to Ronefalk, already has a 4-second lead. Let's watch that again on the VRC Pro replay. They come out, kick up from Boots, and then exactly the same kick up from Zanchetin. They all actually got taken out by the same bump and hit the same accident. That's really strange. Boots, meanwhile, last lap round was a 38.3, gained a 10th on Ronefalk. We're not quite 10 minutes down in this fight. Second place Ronefalk. Second place is Boots. Ronefalk is leading. We're currently looking at Ongaro, Zanchetin and Renault Savoia, who's doing a good job to go up to 5th from 12th on the grid. That time round, Boots gained just 400. So both did 37.8 laps. This is the problem on this track. If you lose a bit of a distance, you get unsighted. It's so long to get back again. Ongaro now on third in his own. We're with the fourth place man, with Zanchetin. Let's move forward to the third place man, orange and white. That's Ongaro going on the bottom of the circuit now. Started on the second place of the grid, won the second semi-final, the crazy semi-final. Started well, had led for 3/4 of a lap and had a couple of instances. Now back in a rhythm with his Mugen LRP engine, and Boots has made a mistake. Boots, another mistake for Boots. He was off that bottom of Durango D's, and these little mistakes are adding up. And the one man who's not making little mistakes is Ronefalk. And Ronefalk's lead now is at 5 or 6 seconds. But a huge error. Well, he got away with it from an error which he got away with by Ongaro there. He walked into the grass and through again. So at the moment, it's all falling into Ronefalk's lap, but don't forget, we aren't even a quarter of a way through yet. Boots really... Oh no, Ronefalk in front of him is upside down. Ronefalk is upside down and he's lost a couple of seconds. He also had a problem, so that's kind of even up the previous problem. His lead was 6.8, it won't be 6.8 now. Upside down, some swift reaction as Ronefalk rolled. So Boots will know that, and he'll know that the mistake he made the previous lap is made up for. The moment, I think the drivers were frightened to attack this track. It's too dangerous, it's catching them out too much. Last lap for Ronefalk, 40.6. Last lap for Boots, to 38.4. So Boots managed to pick up a lot of the loss. He's still 4.7 behind now. He's going to need Ronefalk to make another mistake. And him not to. Ongaro though, 38.1 is catching Boots up. And the last thing Boots wants is a very eager going Italian all over the back of his car. Visually, this has been a better lap for Ronefalk. Ronefalk goes past in a 38.1. Boots this time round. 38.3. 38.4 for Ongaro. So they're all quite close about. It's Zanchetin in fourth, Savoia in fifth. We get now to that period now, we're at the second stops. Ronefalk leading comprehensively by 5 seconds nearly. So Boots in the pits, Ongaro in the pits as well. So second and third pit at the same time. Zanchetin gets, I think, both of them. No, he just gets, ooh, Boots is lucky there to stay ahead of Zanchetin. Boots stopped there after about 7 minutes, so he's got a really thirsty shit with his Reds engine. Zanchetin, I'm pretty certain, will be able to save a pit stop on these. He's already behind a pit stop, so no real saving. So Boots and Ongaro stop at the same time. My guess is we'll probably see Ronefalk in this time. No, he's taking an extra lap. Oh, and Boots has made a big mistake. Oh, massive mistake from Boots there at the timing line. Oh, and upside down has gone Zanchetin. So a combination of errors there, and that's going to be a major advantage. Again, it's Ronefalk who's winning from other people's errors. He's not having to do anything apart from drive round to win this at the moment. Boots just got the timing loop all wrong. Watch this now, he came in, just got the timing loop all wrong, facing the wrong way, lost them both, and then you'll see in a second, Zanchetin got a nasty bump, just grip rolled right down and then managed to get through, but that's, Boots now down to third. They're coming down the start-finish straight now, there they are, going round, but we've got Ronefalk in the pits, he now leaves again. Ronefalk, everything is going his way at the moment. Ongaro now, though, is in second place. So it's David Ongaro who's going to be chasing Ronefalk as hard as he can. Boots has another small error. And Zanchetin gets in, so it's Italian second and third. Another little error as Boots tries to push. But Ongaro now is the man who's chasing down Ronefalk, who's driving really quite nicely, but not really pushing particularly hard, I don't think. 38, that was his pit stop, doesn't really count. Ongaro did 37.4, which is the best lap we've seen. As he works into it. Is Ronefalk going to emulate Renaud Savoia and win 3 European Championships in a row?
Bulls poteva affondare ma preferisce aspettare, si riavvicina alla sua macchina, è sicuramente più scomposta delle altre in accelerazione. E vediamo intanto che si riavvicina qui il leader. Vediamo di
come now down. Second place man. Ronefalk goes round in a 38.4. Ongaro 38.3. Zanchetin 37.8 and 37.9, but there is a 4-second lead for Ronefalk over Ongaro. Ongaro has 2 seconds over Zanchetin, and Zanchetin has half a second over Boots. Zanchetin finally makes his pit stop. Oh, he's cocked it up in crew. Oh, no. Alex. Complete pit stop disaster. So Alex has ruined his pit stop, taking some pressure off Boots. Boots will now be trying to get close to Ongaro. Ongaro much closer to Ronefalk. Ronefalk's had a minor incident in that lap, and now the lead has come down to 1.9 seconds. So with Ongaro, he's catching up Ronefalk. Ronefalk had a mistake in that last lap of about 1.5 seconds, and that's all Ongaro needs. And Ongaro's had a problem there as well. So Ongaro lost drive through the groundness. That's helped slightly. So Ronefalk again gets away with the problem because it's a problem for his person following him almost immediately. But they're only the distance of the HB hop-ups. That third car's not involved. It's a lap down. It's still Ronefalk from Ongaro from Boots. Zanchetin is really rather silly. Here comes Ronefalk. Ronefalk's 38.3. Ongaro 39.0. And Ronefalk made another mistake. So 1, 2 are all in the same picture. They go around together. So Ronefalk now. The third car there is a lapped car. I'm not sure who it is. I keep forgetting to mention, but there Ongaro has caught right up with Ronefalk, and Boots is not far behind. Ronefalk now fighting for the lead. The crowd will go crazy if Ongaro gets ahead. Ongaro is pushing Ronefalk. I don't think Ronefalk's going to like this, and we are 17 minutes down. There are 27 to go. Boots gets through for that back marker, and now is clear in third. But first and second are right together. And it was the car 6 of Martin Vilanco's lap down. Run up last year, but 1 and 2 are occupying the same square of turf as they come to Durango D. Switch back on the lead. Ronefalk slightly better drive than Ongaro. The HB gets down the straight, followed by the Mugen. Looking as close as they can, and again, Ongaro needs to use the maturity. He hasn't got his age, but hopefully he's racing. Ronefalk good there, pulls a little bit away. Boots though is trying to join this party, make it 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 are all on the same section of jumps after 18 minutes of the race. So Ronefalk, who was cruising away, a couple of little mistakes and Ongaro's speed, and suddenly he's come back to him. And the traffic, Ongaro right behind with the timing, and there's Boots as well. Right below it, Ongaro gained nothing, but Boots gained 6/10 that time. So it's Boots who's come and join this party. There's some traffic, and it's in Cribile, obviously. So there's some traffic coming down. Ronefalk. Oh, he's got it back in again, but he's lost second. He grip rolled, but got going again. And suddenly Boots now has second. It's a little bit of a relief for Ronefalk, and the bigger relief is it's very likely that Ongaro and Boots could actually have it coming together, because Ongaro is absolutely flying now off that grip roll mistake or accident, but Boots now comes back in again. That lap was again that grip roll. 38.3 for Ronefalk. Here we go. Comes in, just loosed it with the VRC replay there. Switch it over. Let's get back onto the main thing, and it was a 2/10 gain for Boots. Ronefalk comes up the short chute. Boots comes up the short chute. There are 3 of them in the same frame. Not 20 minutes gone. We're not halfway yet. I think it's Peripheral ahead of me. He needs to get out of the way because there's 3 cars coming through at a rate of knots. Boots now can sense blood as he sees, then so can Ongaro at his home track. Suddenly he's right behind Boots, and the 3 of them are covered by about 1.5 seconds. With Marco Peripheral ahead of him. And then Boots on the inside of Ronefalk. Ronefalk on the car. Peripheral and Boots has to go wide, but they go for fuel. So take the 2 for fuel and come to the third stop. That's going to be a relief. It's going to be a race for fuel. Who gets it first? Boots and Ongaro exactly the same for fuel. But Ronefalk. So that was an error for the 10 of Peripheral, so it doesn't really matter. Ronefalk I don't think Ronefalk made an error, I think, whilst they were going through there, because Ronefalk's not got a pit, so Ronefalk made a mistake whilst the other two are taking fuel, I think. Let's see what Ronefalk's time was. Ronefalk goes by in a 41.8, yeah, so Ronefalk made a mistake off camera whilst we were watching the fuel stop. So these guys are net in the lead when Ronefalk stops, so Ronefalk is running longer. Whether he can save a pit stop is the question. His lead currently is 4.2. He will not come out in the lead after his stop, but he may have a stop in hand. Boots then, and Ongaro hopping away. Just coming off those hop-ups was Valanka. That's not Ronefalk ahead of you, but it's Boots with the mainly red car. Valanka needs to get out of the way that he does, but the only red car coming through here, and the white and orange car, of course, is that of David Ongaro, who is all over the back of Boots and trying to get through. But the one thing they mustn't do is come together, because all that will do, and Ronefalk is going a lot longer. He's going about a lap longer a session. This is going to save him, I'm sure. He's going to save a stop. And that is going to be a big advantage, obviously. Oh, and Ongaro's been a huge error for Ongaro, and that is a massive error. And that takes the pressure off Boots, and Boots now has to concentrate on whether his fuel strategy is going to be putting him down. Ongaro's threat will have disappeared with that one. Let's have a look at it again. He comes in, fast, loses it there with the VRC Pro replay all over, and he gets an unlucky bounce and falls back in the hole again. And we are now with Boots, and my guess is that Ronefalk should come in for fuel this time. He's not. Ronefalk is going so much longer than Boots, he'll definitely save a stop. So this is definitely going to be a stop saved at some point for Ronefalk. The Orion engine, much more economical than the Reds engine. So we're going to see he has a stop in hand. It's probably this one. So the gap we have, which is 3.5 seconds, is a true gap. Oh, upside down mistake, but Ronefalk got away with it. Another mistake by Ronefalk. Just lost it coming through, and now they're all together. And Ronefalk will be... Oh no, Boots has made a mistake again on the timing. So that's probably going to be even Stevens on those two mistakes. Now Ronefalk must come, and Ronefalk comes to fuel. Let's take Ronefalk for fuel. But that is 4 laps after, or 2 minutes after, 3 minutes almost, after Boots, so he will save a stop. So Boots knows that, he's got some clear run. Ronefalk now is doing the chasing, but the fact is that he's got a stop in hand. They're now on an equal strategy, they'll be stopping at different times. And we are with Ronefalk as he now tries to catch up again. Boots is our leader, and he leads as he goes round after doing a 40.3 because he made a mistake at 38.7. Ronefalk after his stop, which was a 45, but he has a stop in hand, and he's 5.6 behind. The stop's taking about 7 seconds. So net, Ronefalk is a second and a half ahead. But that will not wind out until the last stops, if everyone runs properly, in about 17 minutes time. We are just over halfway. Halfway has gone through. 23 minutes gone, 21. Ongaro though, where's he now? He's in third, but he's back. He's only 1.6 seconds behind Ronefalk. So, but he's also owes a stop. So second and third, we're looking at Ronefalk and Ongaro. Ongaro though is also on a stop behind strategy from Ronefalk. And they go part with Matthias is next to be lap. Ongaro is in third, Ronefalk second, but he has a stop in hand, I would say, during the race. Ongaro back on 2 wheels again, really having a problem getting off the straight. Boots still going round. Boots' lead is 5.7 seconds. And he needs to know how hard to push. It's hard now as he leads the race. Ronefalk doesn't. But he has a net lead because he saved a pit stop. Or he will save a pit stop. There's Matthias, and Ongaro not making a lot of impact there. 37.3 for Boots, fantastic fast lap. 37.9 for Ronefalk, 37.9 for Ongaro. They're going very fast, but Boots is going fastest. And Boots at the moment is pulling out. His lead now is 6.3 seconds. It's getting closer and closer to being a whole stop ahead. And Ongaro's made another mistake. So Ongaro is very fast, but it's mistake after mistake. Let's move on our focus to the lead, which is Boots. He's under timing scoring now, Frank. So Boots, lap to the 38.5, not a good one. So there should be a chance for a gain for Ronefalk. 37.9 it was, so 0.6 of a second gain by Ronefalk in that last lap. Remember, whilst he is 5.7 behind, he has a stop in hand. Boots goes down the bumpy road, be at the bottom corner. In a second now, they come back up the hop-ups. Turn right. Where he comes through the curve of ground. He's got a dead car he's got to avoid. That's going to cost him some time. That was Valanko. He's gone past about 11 times so far. Passes Valanko. I think Ronefalk's had an issue on this lap because Ronefalk seems a lot further back. Ronefalk has had a problem. I think he's had it coming together in some way with Ronefalk 38.4. No, it was just an illusion due to the speed of Boots at 37.4. So Ronefalk didn't have a problem, but the gap had eked out because of Boots' excellent lap. Elliot Boots, the Kyosho and Red Strider. He TQ'd the Worlds in 2012 and didn't even make the final. He TQ'd this event. Semi-final issues meant he started from third. Ronefalk, of course, is the reigning double champion. And Boots comes round now, Durangudi, last lap 38.1. What will we see as a time from Ronefalk? And we see 38.2, so they are doing the same speed. And Matthias, who perhaps was slightly putting off, and Boots is coming for fuel. So this is a fuel stop. This is a fuel stop that Ronefalk has in hand, and they come out almost together. Matthias needs to back out of this because he's going to get in the way of the race. The referee needs to get Matthias out. So basically, after that stop, which is the stop he has in high, Matthias, no, Miguel, get out of it! And he does. So that's the gap. Ronefalk, who has a stop in hand, is now ahead of Boots. He needs to stop and he'll drop back behind again because he hasn't got the whole 7 minutes. He's got about 3. But by the end, he will save a stop. But that's our first 2. Nasty kick up there as they come round. That's pit stop with a 46.0 lap against the 37.8. So Ronefalk has a good time for a good lap. Now Ronefalk won't be in for 4 or 5 laps. So Boots just needs to catch up. So this is the true gap, even though Boots just stopped. And he just lost a few tenths by clipping the inside of the short chute. Comes around the bottom of the corner. So we're 27 minutes in. The gap is about 1.5 seconds. Oh, and Boots has made a big mistake. So Boots makes a mistake and another mistake. Oh dear, a hugely bad lap for Boots, and that may be the 2 crashes that cost him the whole event. A 43-second lap, that's 5 seconds he's lost there. 6.7 seconds, we got them on camera, let's see him again. Here we go, Boots comes in to the blind cycle and just loses on the blind spot. Oh dear, and then he needs to get picked up. And it's the fact you need to get Marshall, the fact he's lost 5 seconds, that's the problem. So Ronefalk now is a long way ahead. Ronefalk's on a 42. No, Ronefalk's not. He's on a 42-second lap. What happened to Ronefalk that time round? Ronefalk's had a nightmare lap of 42. So Ronefalk had a nightmare lap. On Boots' nightmare lap, and the net effect is they both had nightmares. As I put Sanchez back into play. So Ronefalk had problems off camera, and after the problems on camera for Boots, they are now separated by just 3 seconds. Ronefalk will be in for a stop in a few seconds, but that's not really the true. You won't know the true situation. It stops to the low, and Ronefalk's gone! And Boots takes the lead, and that's the real lead. Boots now in the lead after someone else again going in. Oh, disaster for Ronefalk. We thought Boots had blown it a few laps ago, but Ronefalk has thrown 2 of his own errors. And in a second, he's going to have to come in for fuel. And we are 28 minutes down, 16 to go. So Ronefalk now right behind Boots, but about to come in for a pit stop. We're with Ronefalk. We need to be with Ronefalk, because he'll be stopping for his fuel soon. Looks like he's gained a little bit. He was 1.5 seconds behind. He's reduced that to 1.2, so a good lap for Ronefalk there. 2 tenths gained, but he needs to stop for fuel in a second. But now, so Ronefalk comes in for fuel after 29 minutes. Can he do it on one more stop? I don't think he can. I think he still needs to stop twice more. His next stop will be about 38, wouldn't it? I think he might just be able to do it. He might be able to do it on one more stop. Boots will need to stop at least twice. So Ronefalk now has to wait until the stagger unwinds and Boots comes in for fuel, which won't be long. It'll be 3 or 4 laps. Boots' last lap was 38.2. Ronnefalk comes round now, and he came round with a very, very good pit stop lap of 44.6. Some great pit work there as Dan Chetting comes in from third. So Ronnefalk now turns to Chaser. Now Boots has got an issue because there's 5 cars in front of him. Let's move to Boots. He's coming about to get the Curva Grande with 5 cars ahead of him. And the marshals, the referees are going to need to get these people out of the way. So he's got 11, 10, he's got Savoia, he's even got Neumann. Matthias stops nicely. Next car up is Baruffalo, and then it'll be Savoia, who himself is in 7th, so lapping up to 7th now. And a problem, that was a problem for Ongaro, not for Ronnefalk. And the referees are really trying to help Boots through this lump of traffic. Mistake made by one of them, maybe 2 of them actually. So Boots now, next up will be Savoia. Savoia is of course Ronnefalk's teammate. I'm sure nothing will come into his mind about that. In the HB squad. He's a professional driver, they don't want to get in each other's way. They know how important it is, and it'll be their turn next time to be let through, so they know what to do. Dallas, we're talking to Savoia, saying you have Elliott Boots behind you. He's our leader. He's leading by about 7 seconds. Gained 4/10 that time. And he's actually, I think Savoia's been asked now, and big accident there, and he's got Savoia, and Neumann stops as well, so actually that's worked out quite well. Neumann's accident where he just punted Savoia there has worked out well. Now, any minute now, Ronnefalk's going to have to come through all that traffic as well. So Boots is at the front of that traffic. Neumann now slowing himself down, doesn't hit Boots. Boots' last lap was a 38.2, 38.7 for Ronnefalk. This one round, Boots after all that traffic does a 37.3. Need to go a little bit wider, Frank. That's Boots. Gets so close to the ground and the G there. He comes back up again. 38.92, so bad lap for Ronnefalk again. Ronnefalk lost a bit of pace here. Boots will be in for fuel soon. May even be on this lap. We're at 32 minutes. Which would mean he could go at 39 and make the end. So any time now, this will be his penultimate stop. Neumann is sticking with Boots, which must be intensely irritating for Elliott. It's Ongaro in 3rd, Sanchez in 4th, Neumann is 5th actually and lapped, Savoia 6th, Burton is in 7th. Now is this the lap he goes in? It is. So Boots comes in for a fuel stop, needs to be careful. Wipes the sweat from his brow as the fuel's being done, gets dropped down again, Mick Craddock. And upside down has gone, oh dear, a mistake from Ronnefalk as that happens, so he's now behind and Boots is through. That lead for Boots is getting bigger and bigger. It's a real lead now because they both have 1 stop to make. So this is the lead. When it comes around, they have 1 stop both each to make. And Boots, from looking out of it only about 5 minutes ago, is suddenly turning it around, and Ronnefalk, who's just not being able to lay it down as he'd like to. And it's Elliott Boots finally going to get the big one. He's going to become the 2nd British European champion of Darren Bloomfield 3 years ago. There's 11 minutes to go. 1 more stop for both of them. The lead, as Ronnefalk came round then, was 6.7 seconds, and that is the lead. They both have a stop to make. Boots has traffic in the lead. Neumann crashes, and I don't think he'll be marshalled before. And Ongaro there, the noise you hear is the Italian crowd watching Davide Ongaro, who's still 3rd. We're with the leader, Elliott Boots, who's got lapping. He's got to go past Miguel Matthias about the 6th time. I feel sorry for Miguel, he's moved over so many times. He's still 1 lap down. Next up will be Savoia. So Ongaro currently is 2 seconds, sorry, Sanchez is only 2.5 seconds behind Ronnefalk. So that may be a battle later on. Boots has got through the traffic. Let's switch back to Ronnefalk, who's about to go onto the HP hop-ups. That's your 2nd place man. Boots' last lap is a 38.0 despite traffic. The car's bucking all over like a bucking Bronco. He's sitting on a lead as Ronnefalk comes through on our camera in 38.4 of 8.8 seconds basically, 8.05. Sanchez is 3 seconds back from Ronnefalk.
largo di Zanchettin.
A couple of times it's looked like Ronefalk had this in the bag for a third championship, but now he needs a problem. And Ronefalk's made another mistake, and Zanchettin's going to second. It's all going wrong for Ronefalk. He made a mistake. We got that one. So now Ronefalk is not even in second place. He's in third. It's Alex Zanchettin in second. Boots is away and leading with 9 minutes to go. Any second now, Ronefalk and Zanchettin will make their last fuel stops. 12-second lead for Boots. It's just come from nowhere. It's come from mistakes by Ronefalk. Or is it just the track is catching people out? Boots now can really start to wind it back. He's got a 12-second lead. Zanchettin, second and third now, is what the battle is. Zanchettin and Ronefalk both coming in together into the blind spot. They're now going to go back through the loop. There's 5 cars as well as 12 seconds between them, and a slow lap for 39.2 for Boots. So a slow lap for Boots. A chink of light perhaps for Ronefalk as we enter the last 8.5 minutes. And they go past the stricken Jorn Neumann. Both of these cars, Zanchettin and Ronefalk, running a longer fuel strategy, an extra lap they're running. Sorry, an extra lap or two per stop, which has meant they've managed to save a stop on fuel. The Reds engine within Boots' car a bit more thirsty on an extra stop, but it's not penalising as it turns out. Another difficult landing for Ronefalk, and Zanchettin gets a bit further away, and it's Ronefalk not yet making his final stop. There's a huge melee of traffic ahead of them. Ronefalk still sitting in third, and Ongaro behind him is in fourth. So Ronefalk now, Zanchettin made a mistake. Yep, Zanchettin made a mistake. So now back. So 2, 3, and 4 are right together as Boots knocks it out at 38.5 lap. 2, 3, and 4 are together, and they must be due their last stop soon. Zanchettin and Ronefalk running long and Ongaro on the inside. Oh dear, waits for him. That's bad news for Ronefalk again. Ronefalk just not catching a break now. And he comes in for his final fuel stop. Let's see this one. But it's a bit forlorn because he's not even in second place now. He's kind of in a net third, perhaps fourth. Comes out of there. Boots is a long way ahead, but has one more stop to make. So we're going to pick up Elliot Boots now when we can find him. Boots has just finished the lap, so he's underneath us because Boots will make his last stop soon. The last moment of danger is coming up for Boots, and we are 7 minutes and 8 seconds left. 37 gone. Boots' lead is going to be huge. It is in fact 12.7 seconds, and Zanchettin hasn't made his last stop yet either, but we're with Elliot Boots. The Essex man, British champion of course in the past, and now looking like he might claim the European crown. Obviously he has TQ'd the Worlds, he's TQ'd the Euros. He is 6.5 minutes, or 6 minutes 40 away from becoming European champion, the second British European champion in the 35 years it's been run, or 35 events it's been run over 34 years of course. So he goes down the straight. He must be going for fuel soon. He can make it to the end now on a stop. Final course got underway by losing Robert Bataille, who everyone was tipping to have an excellent chance, but he didn't even make the first lap. He got a problem at the start, stalled, didn't get running off the start, and then got hit. Boots now has a bit of traffic in front of him. And Zanchettin second, Ongaro third, Ronefalk fourth. I think there are fuel stops still to be played out on that piece of information there with 6 minutes to go. My guess is at this point, Boots will come in for fuel now. This could be his last stop. His team are ready for him. This will be his last stop of the European Championship, or his last scheduled stop of the European Championship. He comes in, hops up, Mick Craddock sticks the fuel in. Extra to make sure there's no problem. He has a full tank, he made the end. Now he needs to save, and that is Boots now. He's finished with pit stops. He is a very, very long way ahead, and we'll see how far it is when he finishes next lap. Ongaro will stop soon for the last time. Zanchettin will stop for the last time. And the question is, now everyone has made their last stop, what is the order? I think Ronefalk has got himself back into a net second. Boots, with 5 minutes to go, crosses the line after his fuel stop. His fuel stop lap was a 45.8. They certainly took their time, no mistakes made. You wonder whether Boots is shaking like a leaf because he knows he's 5 minutes, but only he can lose it now, or a really unlucky mechanical, because his lead, as Ronefalk crosses the line, is 15 seconds. Ongaro is 3 seconds back, and Zanchetin's from him. So as Boots goes away, let's concentrate on the battle of third and fourth, which is about to go on the main straight there between Ongaro and Zanchetin, the two young Italians. Fighting as they are. Oh, and Ongaro another mistake, and Zanchetin takes third. So Zanchetin gets third as Ongaro makes another mistake and spins him round. So Zanchetin into third. Ronefalk still in second. He's got a back marker in between them, so Ronefalk getting a little bit of a breather now in second place. Boots' last lap 38.7, his lead not being cut into at all really, as they hit each other, and Ongaro moves back into third. So this is fantastic news for Ronefalk, because he's basically getting away again for an easier second. He has a 3.5 second lead over Ongaro. But he is 15 seconds behind Boots with 4 minutes to go. So now Ongaro is putting back Ongaro's speed, so he makes a little mistake, and he's got to get past Jorn Neumann. And when he gets past Jorn Neumann, his next target will be that of the current champion, but for how much longer? Perhaps only 4 minutes. So I can say that he is the current European champion, David Ronefalk. And Ongaro's made a massive mistake and fallen off right off the track. And it's a mistake. It's not incredible, it's a mistake, I'm afraid, Mr. Commentator. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So young and impetuous he is. Ongaro has got a problem, and upside down has gone and picking up the axe that was Ronefalk. So it looks like Zanchetin is going to be a long way behind Ronefalk. Boots with 3 minutes to go has come round in a 38.044. He's still doing fast lap. Ronefalk's got a bit of clear air between the two cars behind him. Let's go to Ronefalk, his party start finish now. Let's see a couple of laps of our current European champion, where he is our current European champion. Those two cars behind him are both back markers. His last lap was a 39.6, he's now 17 seconds behind. Zanchetin is running in third. Jorn Neumann's done the fastest lap at some point, at the 37.1. I know how he did that. Ongaro is fourth, Neumann fifth, Burton sixth, Savoia is in seventh. Everyone's still running. I think Lino's had a bit. Lino has pulled out, or he's missed a large chunk anyway at one point, and is in 11th. Battle didn't start, and the lead is just getting bigger and bigger. And really, there's not an awful lot that Ronefalk can do about it. He's not being challenged much by Zanchetin either, who's now happily in third. With 2 minutes 18 to go. Boots 38.7, Ronefalk 38.3. The lead is 17 seconds still, or 16.8. Ongaro really pushing hard. The local boy, David Ongaro from the Ongaro ring, pushing really hard to get himself into a position to get back on the podium, which will be a great reward for all the effort the organisers have put into this European Championship, brought to you by RC Racing TV and EFRA, with our proud sponsors, Graupnasor, HB Europe, and Team Durango, and of course our replay sponsor, which is VRC Pro. Another error off camera there for David Ongaro. So we now need to find our leader, who is Elliot Boots, who is now about to go onto the Curva Grande, because he is about to have a 2 minutes or a minute and a half to go. He has a massive lead. As long as he doesn't make a monumental error and break his car, or his car stops, Elliot Boots will become European champion in just 1 minute and 21 seconds, which for him is 3 laps, for everyone else is 2. He will almost certainly get a lap of honour on his own. Bootsy down the line. The cameramen are running across to try and get the picture of the happy winner. Once he crosses the line, we'll zoom in, I'll meander off and try and get some interviews. But it is an amazing performance here, because Boots has come back from a difficult middle period of the race. We're down to 50 seconds. I think he's actually going to just clip it before the end of the lap. And what happened now, with 44 seconds to go, he will get 2 more laps. No one else will. They'll get 1 more lap. So all he has to do is finish this lap, and he's won anyway, because the last lap he'll be the only person who takes it. Boots leads, Ronefalk second, Zanchetin is third, Ongaro is fourth, Neumann is in fifth, and Burton is sixth. Boots has just got to complete this lap, and he will win, even though he won't get a checkered flag for another lap. Ongaro still in fourth. Boots though comes down to the blind spot, and in fact when he crosses the line here, Elliot Boots is your European champion because he's the only person who will make this lap with 2 seconds to go. But this is a real lap of honour for Elliot, the only person. Elliot will win the European Championship. Elliot has won the European Championship subject to any technicality infringement. Elliot Boots is European champion with the Coyote Show. Let's go tight, let's take this lap. It's a celebration and a half. Elliot Boots will drive around this. It doesn't matter, he can't lose. He's the only person who has finished the extra lap. We need to see him on the, as soon as he crosses the start-finish line, we need to see him on the rostrum, Frank. Elliot Boots, from England, from Britain, takes the 2015 European Championship. No! Boots is European champion, and it couldn't happen. What a fantastic result for Elliot. Hugged by Ronner Falk. What an amazing piece of performance there. Quite remarkable from Elliot. Just give you the rundown. Ronner Falk was second. It was Zanchesny in third, Ongaroring in fourth, Neumann was fifth, Burton sixth, Valanka was seventh, Barufalo eighth. Elliot Boots, wow, congratulations, finally.
Yeah, you had no idea. It was a tough race with the heat as well. Yeah, I'm just a bit speechless at the minute. It's a bit overwhelming.
It was a kind of a race of sort of three thirds. You were very close before. They had a bit in the middle where you were losing things, and suddenly Ronner Falk was away. What was going through your mind at that point? Well,
my pit crew told me to stay calm. I made a few mistakes, but I just had to pull it together because I did it in the warm-up where I had I dropped back a bit, but then I had to get myself together. I had to talk to myself a bit and concentrate, knuckle down, and just no mistakes. And in the end, I'm so happy.
And of course, Ronner Falk had a one stop less strategy than yourself. When did you realise you'd have to make up a stop as well?
I don't know, did I? Yeah, I see he was coming in later. I wasn't sure on the time. I was just running my own race, really. I wasn't worried about what they were doing pit stop wise. Whatever I could do was what I could do.
And the last 20 minutes, in fairness, you were absolutely perfect. It was amazing. What happened? Was it the fact you knew Ronner Falk wasn't breathing down your neck, you could relax, or did you just change your style at all?
Well, I knew I had some space, and I knew he had to come in for fuel, so I just needed to knuckle down, clean laps, not fast laps, but clean laps, nothing spectacular, and bring it home.
Elliot Boots, European champion. How's that sound?
Lovely.
That's fantastic.